Activity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't.
Look at my test. 5. Oh no! God! We're going down! We're going down!
A Tanasoff berry cube, the ABC, conceptualized in 1934 by John and Vincent Tanasoff. It was actually completed and created in 1942. Process not just the world and intelligence. It would also be used to processes of the operating
Like that's for you. Oh no. Take that. My papa is the whole weekend. I don't know. Take
Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for a first look at Gorgonian. Yeah, I love train going on through. Choo-choo. Hello everybody and welcome to the circle. Around the circle. Around the circle. Around the circle. Circle running. Circle running. Myself alive with them. Circle running. That's close again. I'm happy to see what else to do in this odd voice world. Hello everybody and welcome to another Digimon video. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator or really choosing anything that it is that you want to do or be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's not conventional, that's not going to get you any money, you're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that, there's already too many people, or something along the lines of that. There's always going to be that negativity, but that negativity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't.
Look at my test. 5. Oh no! God! We're going down! We're going down!
A Tanasoff berry cube, the ABC, conceptualized in 1934 by John and Vincent Tanasoff. It was actually completed and created in 1942. Process not just the world and intelligence. It would also be used to processes of the operating
Like that's for you. Oh no. Take that. My papa is the whole weekend. I don't know. Take
Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for a first look at Gorgonian. place. Yeah. Eventually, yeah, I'm gonna either... No, not eventually, I'm going to. I am definitely going to be replacing this mic eventually, and getting a boom cover proper for the snowball at some point. But that'll be for the future. Either way, welcome everybody to a late night Elden Ring stream, which we regularly do on Sundays going into Mondays and Thursdays going into Fridays. Appreciate all of you for being here, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. We're going to continue on with our Elden Ring adventure. As long as this stays. Alright, we were doing things for the Volcano Manor. Died there. See if Zoraya's still over here. Maybe that's why we haven't been able to find what we were looking for. Let's see, where are you, Zoraya? And it's kind of sad, because Zoraya deserved better than what she ended up with in her life. She was actually a kind soul.
Was I not torn by... What? I remember this sense distinctly.
Hey, thank you so much for that, Rose. I do appreciate it.
I am certain of it.
And of course, if you do want to join in on the fun and check out the gameplay, we are live on Twitch at AsianFudgeGamer. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, link is in my bio. And we're currently playing a little bit of Elden Ring for today's late night stream.
I am no longer afraid. I want to know one day.
So, through this particular quest line, you essentially learn who Zoraya's mother is and Zoraya's father. Because Zoraya's father is the snake. Well, not actually just the snake, but it's Rykard. But Rykard's mother is not Tanith. Rykard's mother actually is... You actually receive a amulet that is a visage of her, which is Daedakar. Daedakar was a... What's the right word for this? Well, she was a woman who enjoyed the more carnal pleasures of life, and gave birth to many children. And many of those children were actually of Rykard. And they were the snake people that you find in Mount Gelmir, along with Zoraya herself. Why he didn't lay with his consort, Tanith, and have a child with her is unknown, but Daedakar's fate may have something to do with that, as more than likely Daedakar was killed or died. We don't know in what means or how, but the talisman, Daedakar's woe, essentially is her desiccated, shriveled head. So there's that to consider. Okay. Alright. No. So Zoraya is here. We spoke to her about that. Then let's see what Tanith says.
No. And she has no... Has she gone off? Why won't she...
Alright, now we should be able to find Zoraya. Where, you know, she's supposed to be.
Yes,
On the forgetfulness. Da 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 da.
My wish is a good I've noted.
Okay, so we got that. Now, I think there might be something that we can get from him. I'm not sure. Yep, we did. Yeah, whatever, Patches. Nobody likes you. You're an asshole. The only time you were ever a good person was when you were turned into a spider person. That's from patches, yes. There we go. So, I guess we'll finish Patches' request, which is Targoth, but before we kill Targoth. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get to that point where we can almost get to, Rykard, but we're not gonna fight Rykard just yet. There's a few things I want to do before we fight him, even though this is my second playthrough. Alright, let's go up. Alright. Let's see. Cool story, bro. Alright. And this is where we got to go. Shit. And we're fine. I thought we fell too far, but we're still alive. Still here. Sorry, just gotta get rid of some trash. One moment. While I play a game and not even look at it. It's fucking awesome. Anyways. Playing a little bit of Elden Ring live on Twitch. Link is in my bio at Asian Fasha Gamer, and I am Asian Fasha Gamer. Alright, let's see. That's where you can join in on the fun and check out the gameplay and actually have your comments actually be seen, because I have a pretty strict comment filter here on TikTok, so I don't see the majority of your comments. Actually, nobody sees the majority of your comments, because who the hell wants to give trolls any attention? It just helps me because it adds to my analytics how many times they try to get around my comment filter and get attention from me. It's fucking hilarious. Ah, shit. I forgot to drink potion. That was the dumbest way to die. But we did it. Alright. Let's try this again. Boingy boingy. Alright. This time, we won't die. We might try, but we won't die. Oh wow, I live in your head rent-free. You made another account just to follow me. It's kind of sad how much attention you put into trying to stalk somebody. If you had that much attention in your own life, you might actually get some bitches. Alright. But that's why you're alone and nobody loves you. Oh wait, you can't hear what I'm saying. I already got rid of the trash. Too bad, so sad. Don't care. Anyways. And... okay, so... this... last time we weren't killed by the fucking Iron Version. We were killed by the... lava. His lava. Ah! You and your giant scythes of doom! Take this. Oh no, not again. And this. Oh god, ow. Ow, face. Okay, I will survive. Ah! Or not. Aha. Ow. Ow. Oh, god damn it. Never mind. The Iron Maiden got me. Sorry. They're not Iron Maidens. They're Iron Virgins. They're actually a lot more, well, twisted than the idea of what an Iron Maiden was created for. Even though, in all honesty, even as sensationalized as that particular piece of torture equipment is, an Iron Maiden was actually not often used in medieval times, or even during the Inquisition period where it was first truly even used. It was more so used for the sake of intimidation. Oh yeah, no, the fucking Iron Virgins are the bane of my existence in Elden Ring. Well, one of, if not many. But the story of their development is actually quite sad, because they actually used to be people. And there is something to be said about the internals that they have being both bloody and filled with blood, but also being snakes, and their weak point. I've beaten the game and still get killed by them. Oh yeah. This is my second playthrough, so... But then again, I'm not the best at dodging and rolling. I just really love the game because of the story behind it, and I just really like playing it. I don't care how many times I die. I don't need to be the best at the game, I just need to be the best at enjoying it for myself. And die. Oh, run. He still got me. No, I say thee nay. Oh god. Ow, you still got me, you bitch. Nope, there's bad ideas. Hey, thank you so much for that follow here on Twitch. Oh no, ow. I thought you couldn't hit me from there, but you could. I was wrong. Alright, you. Come on. What you got? What you got? Ow. Still got me with that one. Nope. You're gonna do that weird freaking spinny thing. I hate it. Nobody likes it when you do these things, you know. Ow. This is why you have no friends. You keep hitting them with giant scythes. You think people like that? Nobody likes that. Now I have to get rid of you. There, you're dead. Now you can't do that anymore. Have you beaten, Melina? Yes, I have beaten the Sword of Mikola many times. Actually, no. Only about 4 times, technically. Huh. Alright. Do that. Because, you know, they are the Blade of Mikola. They never let you fucking forget it. Could I do the DLC? I mean, if you haven't done it yet, fuck yeah, you should. I'm actually working on trying to get to the DLC right now. Well, I'm still deciding whether or not I'm going to do the DLC or not. So, I had to let me solo her to beat her. Oh yeah, no, trust me, I get that. She's difficult. I was not able to beat her on my own. I would have to have help beating her. Cool story, bro. There you are, Zoraya. But yeah, you beat her? Congratulations. I'm glad that you were able to do it. Me, I tried so hard to beat her on my own. I was not able to do it though, so I ended up having to get someone to help me beat her. I mean, obviously I participated, but I couldn't do it alone. It was funny because I used whips. Oh, okay. I bow to you, because damn, being able to use whips and learning the timing of those particular weapons, that's very difficult for me. And it's just because the animation is hard for me to get the timing in right. But that's just me. Alright, I'm gonna give it a tonic of forgetfulness this time. Because I didn't give it to her last time.
Of course.
The second time, I just used the Blasphemous Blade and the Black Knife. Ooh, okay, that's a good choice. That's a good choice for weaponry. Me, I'm trying to go more for the weaponry that is based around dragons and trying to get good at those, mainly because I'm working on, working up to a full-on playthrough that's going to be a narrative, story-based playthrough that I'm going to try to do in a more cinematic style that's going to showcase the story of the game, the gameplay itself, as well as my own personal theory that involves the Age of Dragons. But I have to go through the DLC to be able to figure out a little bit more. Let's see, the Flame Takers were very OP. Oh shit, I didn't mean to kill her.
Thank you, my champion.
I just accidentally killed her. Crap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zoraya. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh, that was bad. That was... I just tapped the button. Fuck. I didn't want to do that. Try absolving? Yeah, that's true. I might be able to get her back. The thing is I'm not sure if I'm able to get her back because technically, depending on what you do in this instance, she does die. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I'll go to the Church of Vows and see. Go talk to the giant turtle pope. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I forgot you were right there. I forgot you were right there. Well, now you're dead. And I'm alive. Thank the fucking fates. Ow. I forgot you did that. Forgot they exploded in just fucking pus and death and destruction. Oh god. No, don't touch me. Oh shit, no. I didn't want hugging. I didn't want the hugging. I'm dead. I died. Can you name the endings? Because there's one I forgot that I did that took me 2 weeks to do. Okay, so the different endings there are, and thank you so much for that follow. The different endings that there are in Elden Ring, there is the Shattered ending, which is your standard ending that you can get. There is the ending of Omens. The Age of Dusk, the Age of Fracture, the Age of Omens, the Golden... I believe it's the Golden Order Age? The Frenzied Fire, Age of Stars. Yeah. Yeah, Gold Masks. I forgot what Gold Masks is called. Gold Masks is a very weird ending, because in all, like, the way that it goes for Gold Masks ending is essentially he develops a rune within himself through his sheer belief of the Golden Order as it was, in its fundamental state. Which means essentially only considering the law of regression and the law of causality. And that's it. Without considering how the Golden Order expanded beyond that. And that is essentially the rune that you receive from Gold Mask. Or the Mending rune that you receive. You did the Age of Stars? Ah, okay. Alright, let's see if we can do this again. And maybe not die. Last time I saw Gold Mask, I killed him. I'm guessing you killed him at the very least to get his armor. Or his outfit. I wouldn't really call it armor. It did take me a little bit to figure out the fact that the mask for Gold Mask was not on his body. I had to go find that in the Atlas Plateau. So did I. Yeah. It's just I didn't know. I thought the entire time that if I farmed Gold Mask, or if I killed him, or if I finished his quest, somehow I would end up with his mask. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, no, I just have to go find it in the Atlas Plateau. My fit check. I'm sorry, I'm not wearing anything really significant. I'm just wearing a nondescript gray t-shirt and some blue shorts. I'm thinking about getting back into Elden Ring, should I? Well, here's the question. Did you enjoy your stint in Elden Ring while you were playing it? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. I mean, if you did enjoy it, yeah, I always recommend going back into the game. There's always, the fact that, you can continue with new game pluses. There is more to do than just beating the game. But I'm clueless. I mean, hell, I'm clueless as fuck when I play this game, but that doesn't stop me. Shouldn't stop you either, my friend. As long as you have fun, because that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you play it the way that somebody says that you should be playing it. It doesn't matter if someone has some shit to say about that. What matters is, are you having fun? That's all that matters in gaming. No one's opinion, it doesn't matter what's popular, none of that matters. And good morning to you as well, although we got an ad break coming in. It took me longer than it should have to find the Albinaurix mask. Ah. Is the Elden Lord ending good, or is it normal? I'm guessing, well, I mean, all of the endings, you essentially become the Elden Lord. So it really depends. And honestly, when it comes down to it, what ending is good is a matter of perspective, really. Oh god. In a moment. I'm gonna wait till the ads. There's gonna be an ad break starting, so we're just gonna wait till that ends. Oh shit! No, fuck. Did I survive that? I did. There we go. Alright. We're still alive. Okay, so, Crazy sped another fit check. I think you already saw it. But, it is essentially this. It's my gray shirt and my shorts. Appreciate the gifts, thank you so much. Let's see, I tried to make my character look like Mikola because he's an interesting character. I mean, in all honesty, Mikola is by far one of the worst characters in the entire game. And I mean that in like a way that they created him in a interesting narrative, but as a person, as a character, he is a terrible person. Mikola is essentially the... Oh, nope, the ad's already starting. So I'm going to wait till the ad's done before I explain that to you. And I appreciate the gifts. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it because it all supports me as a full-time content creator. So thank you. Alright. Is there something here? Holy crap. I really appreciate all those gifts. Thank you so very, very much, my friend. And I hope you're having a wonderful night. Although I do apologize if you are talking in the comments, because the majority of comments I don't see due to the strict comment filter that I have. But I appreciate all of the support for you being here and for the viewing, because it all supports me as a full-time content creator, and I truly do appreciate that. Alright. Can we open this door? No, we cannot. Now, is there a way... Ooh, what's down there? What is that? I don't know if I've ever gotten that. I don't want to get down there and grab that. Alright, so the thing is done. Alright, so when it comes to Miquella, hey, what's up, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to join on the fun, we are live on Twitch. Link is in my bio. But when it comes to the character of Miquella, it's a very interesting narrative, but in my opinion, Miquella is essentially the personification of the road to, or what is it? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And that is essentially is what Miquella did. Miquella had good intentions. He wanted to create a more peaceful age. But in doing so, he did everything to reach that goal. Everything so much so that all he did in the end was create a string of victims in his wake for him to reach his goal. And yes, Radon is fucking badass. What's up, Infinite Z? Thank you so much for being here on my Twitch. I appreciate you. 251 is the main for your account. Right on. Okay, what are we doing? Right, we're going this way. Oh yeah, no, Elden Ring lore is by far one of the more interesting. That's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this game, and I plan on making a full-on series on my YouTube about this, along with everything else that I've been working on for my YouTube. I think the Stolen Heart Hug is just so fucking amazing and cool. Like, I was like, huh, dang, because it's indicative of who Miquella is as a character, and how his abilities as an Imperium personify in everything that he does. It is one of the most terrifying aspects of Miquella. For they are a being that weaponized love in all of its worst ways. Yeah. Because essentially you fell to the charm of Miquella, the love of Miquella. And in doing so, you cannot harm that which you love. It became a fanatical sensation. And that's essentially what Miquella offered to others as he divested himself of everything that he was. And my YouTube is the same as my Twitch. It is all in my link tree as well if you want to find it. But it's all the same spelling as my TikTok as well. Asian Fashion Gamer. That's who I am. That's my brand. And I appreciate it. Run! Let's see. I still got to play the DLC. I get my new Xbox tomorrow. I'm stuck with my PS4. Ah, I get you. I had this originally for my Xbox, but sadly, my Xbox died. And that was a gift from a friend of mine. Which, that sucked because I don't like losing gifts like that. I like to keep them for as long as I possibly can. Because they're important to me. A PS5. Ah, okay. Got both of you dead. Its power supply exploded. Ooh, ouch. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Mesmer's spear is your favorite weapon. I still have yet to actually experience the other weapons that are in the DLC, so I don't have a favorite weapon yet. I'm actually working on trying to get to the DLC. That's my next plan. Let's see. I will get buried with a Super Nintendo and a sword and a blunt. Hell yeah. You stay true to yourself, my friend. That's all that matters. Never change for anyone. Alright. Got you. I have to remember I can't use anything fire-based against these guys because they're immune to fire-based damage. At the very least, the snake, the snake people are. The snakels. The sneakles. I don't know if there's an official name for them. I'm just going to call them sneakles. That fits the description. I mean, it's sad. It is really sad how the snake people were made. Renala's character build is scary. Wait, are you talking about Renala's knight? Or are you talking about Renala herself? Or are you talking about if you're talking about the DLC knight, the one that uses the sword of Astral and the sword of Fire, the dual swords, which look really fucking cool. They essentially are I don't know yet. I still need to go through the DLC and learn more about that lore. But it seems like those weapons are the primal form of the Sword of Night and Flame. Because the Sword of Night and Flame is both of those two swords together in a singular weapon. Interesting enough, the Sword of Night and Flame was essentially the culmination of the relationship that the astrologers built with the primordial current, the ice dragons, and the fire giants. Which is actually why, when you go to the Lakes of Liurnia, you find that members of the court of Raya Lucaria had dragons contracted to them, such as the glintstone dragons that you see, which may have been previously ice dragons that evolved over time, imbibing in the environment that they lived in, and becoming glintstone dragons. Because that's how mortal dragons actually lived. They had long life, but they weren't immortal like their ancient dragon cousins. But they were able to adapt and imbibe themselves in the environment around them and become likened to that environment. Mongrel intruder, bro, was like, bro, just tell me you don't want me here, right? I know, right? He says some strong words. Alright, what was I doing? I completely forgot. I was ingrained in talking about the lore. Positive affirmation, my friend. My number one positive affirmation for you is never give a shit about what anybody You know what? My number one piece of positive affirmation for everybody is never give a shit what anybody has to say about what you're doing. Because it's not their life. You are not born to fulfill the expectations of society or others. Live to fulfill yourself and your life and how you want to live, how you want to be remembered. It doesn't matter how somebody views it. What matters is how you view it. So take hold of that. Take accountability and responsibility and enjoy your life. See, what do you think about the guy in the fingerprint thumb armor. So Vike is a very interesting character. Give me one moment. I'm going to drink a little bit of water while we talk about this before we continue on. Now, when it comes to Vike, Vike is a very interesting character because they are somebody whom followed in the footsteps of Godwyn, essentially. And not only followed in Godwyn's footsteps, they were the one that entranced the heart of Lyansax, who was the sister of Fortisax, who was Godwyn's best friend. And he was essentially written to be the closest to ever become the next Elden Lord until he came into contact with the Three Fingers. And yes, Infinite Z, you are more than welcome to ask a question here on Twitch. Because, you know, I can actually see your comments on TikTok. But I do appreciate y'all being here on TikTok for your views, your likes, and attempted comments trying to get through my comment filter. All support me as a full-time content creator. But of course, if you do want to join in on the fun and the conversation and check out the gameplay, we're live on Twitch. Link is in my bio. Same spelling as my TikTok tag, as I am Asian Fasha Gamer. What's your favorite game or most special game? So my favorite game of all time and what makes means the most to me as a game, honestly, is my #1 favorite game, which is Pokemon. Specifically Pokemon Silver, because Pokemon Silver was the first time that my father, whom we're not close to, we weren't really that close, but I had some good memories with him, and these were one of the few good memories, is that, you know, he bought for me my first and my own Game Boy Color. And with that, he also bought for me Pokemon Silver. And that game has been my favorite game of all time because of the memory associated with it, on top of the fact that Pokemon Soul Silver was such an amazing remake. Even though it's locked on the DS, I would love for Nintendo to make a redo of the Johto region for the Switch, or the new Switch, or the new game system console that they're probably working on. As long as they don't do the same annoying crap. Now, Infinite Z asked a question. What's the lore behind the dragon in the capital? Well, I know that, but what's the deeper lore to it? So, Lyansax is essentially there at the capital to stop you, the Tarnished, because they still believed in Vike. They didn't know that Vike fell prey to the Three Fingers. Lyansax died never knowing that the knight that she loved so dearly was lost to frenzy. Now, if you're talking about Grand Sax, the big dragon... Oh, you're talking about Grand Sax. Sorry, my bad. So Grand Sax, there's not much lore that we know about. From what we can gather about Grand Sax is the fact that Grand Sax more than likely was relative to Lyansax, Fortisax, as well as Placidusax. And the main reason why is because of the moniker in their name, Sax, which ties all three of their which ties all of their names together. More than likely, they are part of the same lineage. Placidusax more than likely gave birth to Grand Sax, Lyansax, and Fortisax. Grand Sax more than likely being the firstborn and the greatest of the ancient dragons. Large in size, but different. Now, it could also be argued that Grand Sax was a brother or a relative to Placidusax, as if you if you look at the head and the formation of their head, it is unique to Grand Sax, Lyansax, and Fortisax, Whereas Placidusax, his head design is more akin to the ancient dragon corpses that you find littered throughout Farum Azula. And those may be the actual sons and daughters of Placidusax, and the other ancient dragons that came into contact with the Golden Order were the sons and daughters of Grandsax. There's still not enough given to us about the ancient dragons, so we have to speculate a lot. And hello, welcome. I'm Asian Fusher Gamer. Welcome to my TikTok outreach. Although I have a very strict comment filter, so I can't see, well, nobody can see the majority of your comments, except for the highs and the small inane comments. If you do want to join in the conversation and be part of the stream and check out the gameplay, we're live on Twitch. Link is in my bio. See, I'm gonna go number, I want to pick on Grand 6 lore of what I know about it so far. So that's the thing, though. And I appreciate you enjoying my lore talks here. Honestly, lore is one of my favorite things to talk about when it comes to games. As for fit check, which I have shown many times already, but I don't mind because I appreciate it. I do. And it's something fun that I can do to give back to y'all, right? But current fit check is a nondescript gray crew cut t-shirt with blue shorts because it's hot. Most majestic beard and mustache. Well, I appreciate you enjoying it. I enjoy it as well. And fire! Ow. Alright. You're gonna come to me, and we're going to shoot you with a giant beam of laser. Nope, that doesn't hit you. You're so adorable. But I have to kill you. I'm sorry, there's just some people might be terrified of them, but to me, the snake people are just fucking adorable. We'll grab that. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do this. I think we're gonna need to do this. Because that snake up there is kind of a bitch. So this is also one of the interesting things about the biological differences between the certain types of snake people that are around Mount Gelmir. Some of them are actually able to use glintstone magic. Some aren't. More than likely, those that aren't are ungifted due to the fact that they were the product of overbreeding. Because Rykard essentially bred, from what we can tell, Rykard had a multitude of consorts, one of them being Dedekar, which we learn from Dedekar's woe, which is a talisman we receive. But there were probably a multitude of other consorts other than Tanith, whom, from what we read in the lore, or from what we gather from the lore, Tanith was actually loved by Rykard. So there might be a reason why Rykard never actually laid with Tanith and gave birth to snake people with her. What do you think Rykard did with his free time before we killed him, of course? Well, Rykard, until we met him, was still fusing with the Great Snake. Essentially, the last few Tarnish that you kill, those Tarnish that you kill are fed to Rykard to finish his transformation. So, more than likely, Rykard was more in a cocoon state before we fucked up his day. We know what he does now, nothing. He just lays there being eaten, right? Well, until you kill Tanith. Yes, here I am, Asian Fuzzy Gamer, a regular and full-time content creator. Because that's who I am, and I am here. Welcome to my TikTok outreach. Yes, that's a poster. Good job. Who is your favorite boss? Placiduous. Right now, my favorite boss is definitely Placiduous. Favorite game of all time? Pokemon Silver. Soul Silver specifically because it's such a great remake. Okay, yeah, we don't need to do this, so we're not gonna. We're just gonna keep on moving forward. And we're gonna love it. Well, seeing as I am doing this full time, that should pretty much answer your question, shouldn't it? Alright, I believe this takes us to Rykard. Favorite Pokemon? Salamence, if you want non-legendary. If we're allowing for legendary, Lugia. Lugia will always be my #1 favorite Pokemon of all time. Why? Because it's part of Silver, and honestly, I love the story of Lugia. Let's see, mine is either Godfrey or Radon. Okay, okay. Now, why Godfrey? I wonder why Godfrey came back when he did. Wait, are you talking about Morgott? Or Margit? Or are you talking about Godfrey? The soldier. Oh. God damn it. Sorry, brain fart. Complete brain fart. Huge, gigantic brain fart. You wonder why Godfrey came back when he did? He came back for his children. And he came back to follow the prophecy. Because America sent us, as the Tarnished, with Godfrey, into the wildlands. To suffer. To toil. To learn about life and its end. So that when we come back, we can add to the Golden Order our knowledge and make it whole and greater, as well as eternal. That was America's whole journey, or at least whole reason for what she did. We got sent with Godfrey. Yeah, so that's the thing. The Tarnished were part of the forces of Godfrey. You were one of Godfrey's loyal soldiers that were divested of your grace alongside Godfrey and sent to the wilds. And it is only because the prophecy that America created that you would come back. You actually learned this from sitting down and listening to Melina, or sorry, the fuck, I always say her name wrong. Not Meliana Blade of Mikola, but Melina, you know, your false finger maiden. She's the one that actually tells you that America actually sent you and Godfrey on this quest, that she purposefully took away your grace and Godfrey's grace, so that you would toil, so that you would suffer, so that you would grow in that suffering. Yeah, look up Melina's lines and, you know, everything that she says, because YouTube has this, but look up Melina's lines and they will straight up, like she will actually tell you in America's own words that she heard because she was there, because Melina is one of America's daughters. All right, what was I doing? Oh, right. We essentially got to this final place. Was there a grace that I didn't get? I could have sworn there was supposed to be a grace somewhere. Because I don't want to teleport to, I don't want to teleport to what's-his-face right now. And fight him, because it's not what we're trying to do here. Yeah, the whole reason why the Tarnished came back when they did is because Godfrey came back. The Grace is the place you teleport to. Okay, you know what? We're just going to run back here because we know how to get here. And it's not that hard to get here. Yeah, it's fine. Because if I teleport there, if I remember correctly, that'll lock me out of the fight again, this particular bit. And I'm going to wait for that. Alright, I guess it's time to move on to the capital. Yeah. Moving on to the capital. Let's make it happen. Hey, what's up, Cryptic Distortion? How are you, my friend? How have you been? It's been a bit. I hope you're doing well. Death become my blade once more. Ah, yes, Malekith. Another victim of America's hubris. Because Malekith was essentially used by America and then tossed away to hide the rune of destined death. And after the rune of destined death was stolen and one of America's favorite children were killed, America did nothing to help Malekith. What did she do? No, instead, she decided to shatter the Elden Ring in her grief. But all of this was part of her plan in a way, because, well, the reason why she shattered the Elden Ring, the reason why she had all of this suffering to occur, was because she wanted to grow the Golden Order and see what could occur from the suffering, because the suffering that she underwent through the loss of her own son helped her open her eyes to a truth that she didn't divest to anyone, only to herself. What that truth was, we don't know, but it was enough to influence her to shatter the Elden Ring. What if they killed someone else like Moog? I mean, if they did, it wouldn't have worked in the way that it would have. The reason why it had to be Godwyn more than likely had to do with the fact that Godwyn and Ronnie had some form of connection as Empyreans. The same likened to the connection that Millennia and Mikola had, maybe. We don't know. But we do know that it had to be Godwyn. See, I'm doing good. A bit annoyed that England lost to Spain in the Euro finals last night, but it was expected as we haven't lifted a trophy since 1966. Ah, well, at least it was a good match. They tried their best, right? I mean, yeah, it sucks when your favorite team doesn't win, but they tried. Alright. Now, they wouldn't have killed Mogwin or Mog or Morgott, mainly because those twins were locked away. Hell, I don't even know if we don't know if Ronnie or if the other children other than Godwin and the firstborn, Godwin and probably Godric, were the only ones who knew about Mogwin and Morgott. Because Omen children were considered, well, blasphemous. Let's see. I would say tried. Most of them looked drained and defeated as soon as the match started. Ended up being a 2-1 to Spain. The end of Blythe is so sad for Ronnie's quest. The end of Blythe, honestly, is a causality not just due to what Ronnie did, but it also has a lot to do with the process in how Blythe was turned into a shadow. Because they used essentially the spirit of a beast and placed it into a man, creating the essence of a beast that was supposed to be the shadow of an Empyrean. But the shadow of an Empyrean was supposed to be a beast. That was the tradition that was originally set forth with Malekith and Marika. Don't forget my boy Alexander. Ah, yes, Alexander. All he wanted to do was be a hero. Nothing more. It is a little bit sad, though, what ends up happening. It's kind of, actually not, it's not a little sad. It's a little bit morbid what you find out about Alexander, because so you get two different types of talismans from Alexander. One if you kill him early, and one if you kill him afterwards. In Farum Azula, once he reaches essentially his end of his journey. Now what you read here, this is what you get before he begins his journey and you kill him early on in the quest line. Scraps of stewed flesh cling to the shard, tatters of ornaments can be seen mingled within the slime, relics of ancient royal warriors perhaps. That's all that says, and that's all that was in Alexander at that point. But if you finish Alexander's quest line and kill him at the end of his quest line like he wants you to, this is what the description says. Scraps of stewed flesh clinging to the shards and tattered ornaments that can be seen mingled within the slime. Relics of a red-haired champion, it would seem. These are pieces of Radon. That's what's in here. That's what you got from this shard of Alexander. You got pieces of Radon. Because that's what he was picking up at the end of the fight against Radon. When you see him, digging in the festival, He was taking pieces of Radahn's body. Yeah. Master Hugh was the best character. Master Hugh was a victim of America. Bach? Oh, yes. Bach was a very interesting character. Bach was a demi-human whom suffered through all of that. And all he wanted to do was be a seamstress to a lord. Very sad, in my opinion. Oh, God. Him and E.G. are goats. Oh, E.G. E.G. wanted nothing more than to see and be loyal to Ronnie. He was definitely a good character. Ow. Ow. Alright, there we go. Kills you. E.G. is sad because E.G. is essentially one of the remnants of what happened, or one of the treacheries, I guess, to occur within the war against giants. Because in the war against giants was when a line in the sand was drawn between certain trolls, specifically the mountain trolls and the stone trolls, whom were allies of the fire giants. And during the war against the during the war against the giants, the stone trolls, whom were great friends with the astrologers who were the predecessors of the Raya Lucaria Academy and the kingdom there, eventually joined forces with them, eventually leading to their servitude to the Golden Order, which is forced, which you can actually gather from the giant stakes that are pushed through their very bodies as they're pulling carriages and the like. The Turtle Pope is him. I abuse him and she still forgave me. Oh God. The Turtle Pope is one of the nicest characters in the game, that's for sure. The story of Radahn is amazing. The fact that he was so strong and had the ability to hold the stars in place, learned gravity and magic to keep him afloat above Leonard, just to show how powerful he was. And of course, to be able to ride his favorite beloved horse, whom was actually born decrepit comparative to other horses. Yes, Leonard was the best war horse, because even despite him being born weak, he rode into battle with his master, loyal as Red Hair himself. Nah, Leonard was struggling, like, bro, how was he alive? He didn't even look alive. That's actually because Leonard was no longer being taken care of and fell under the same rot that Radahn fell under. Radahn wasn't able to shield him from the rot. So when you meet Leonard the horse, you meet a rot-infested corpse that is still alive, because in the lands between, you can't die. Immortality is a curse. See, have you seen the Bloodborne Elden Ring mod? I have not. There's a Bloodborne Elden Ring mod? I need to go look at this. What the fuck? I'll send it to you on Discord. Fuck yeah. Is it on Nexus mods? Just wondering. No, it doesn't matter really where it is, probably. I just want to check it out. Alright, this way. So, I do want to get that thing right there, which is a Seedborn Curse, because I am going for the ending of Omens here. I think it might be, but I meant the video of it. Okay. I definitely want to see what that looks like, for sure. The DLC was kind of crazy. I can't wait to get to the DLC, honestly. Like, I've heard how you know, hard it is, but still, cannot wait to try it out. Oh. These deject I emote on Moog's ashes. Oh. But Moog was also just a victim. They were all victims of Mikola. Do you think FromSoft will add any more lore or DLC to Elden Ring? I don't think so, Infinite Z. If I remember correctly, Miyazaki stated that the DLC was all that we were going to get. That was the last of what we were going to get. Now, keep in mind, this is coming from the exact same game company that straight up told us Dark Souls 2 was going to be the last of the installment. That straight up told us that Dark Souls 3 will not be getting DLCs. Lo and behold, what do we get? From Dark Souls 2, we got Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, we got 3 different DLCs. Miyazaki has a sense... Miyazaki, when it comes to his games, has a very, very eclectic sense of humor. So, we'll have to wait and see what the future brings us. It may bring us Elden Ring 2. It may bring us something else. Who knows? From Software is enjoying and reveling in the fact that they are one of the few AAA game studios that gamers still fucking trust. At least some gamers. There are still gamers out there that are kind of done with it, but I heard that. And let's see, I heard that Miyazaki was not happy with Elden Ring in terms of perfection, so he wants to make another game that perfects on Elden Ring. That is what I also heard, and that is one of the reasons why I'm leaning more towards we're not going to be getting any more content for Elden Ring, and that what we'll be getting is a new Souls-like game. Something that will be the culmination and evolution that we continue to get in Elden Ring, in Souls-like mechanics that they give to us in games, such as from Demon Souls to Dark Souls to Bloodborne to Dark Souls 3. I'm not mentioning Dark Souls 2 because Dark Souls 2 was a little bit of a debacle in my opinion. Story-wise, interesting, very cool. Mechanics-wise, very much so. In the beginning, when it was first released, an issue. Because it played like Mortal Shell. And I didn't like Mortal Shell at all. But they did fix that with the remastered version of Dark Souls 2, which actually plays within the same mechanics of Dark Souls 3. Not exactly, but they fixed a lot of issues. I forgot about Mortal Shell. A lot of people have forgotten about Mortal Shell. And I think there's a reason for that. Mainly because it was such an arduous fucking grind. I'm saving for Gears of War E-Day. I'm saving for Black Myth. That's the only game that I'm saving up for. Sadly, it's looking like it's more and more going to be a struggle. But I am trying to save up for that game. I picked up Sekiro Shadows Die Twice the other day. I just need to play it. Also, Miyazaki didn't make Dark Souls 2. He just helped it alongside. And it kind of shows when it comes to Dark Souls 2. Like, the mechanics of Dark Souls 2 shows a lot. I'm saving for the next Doom. I'm interested in the next Doom, but at the same time, I just bought 699 arrows. Why not? Because fuck it, right? So I did a first look at the First Descendant when the beta was released. I haven't played the First Descendant since it's been fully released, or at least on alpha release. I forget which one it is. But I haven't played it upon this release yet. I do want to. I'm just kind of stuck on other games right now. I might get into First Descendant, but right now it's kind of on my list, but not at the top of my list, if that makes sense. Not to say that it wasn't interesting. It is a very interesting premise of a game. I did enjoy it. The one thing I will say that I don't like about the game, or it's like a very small little gripe, is that the character designs look like porcelain dolls. And that scares the shit out of me because I don't like porcelain dolls. But that's it. And it's a small little gripe, and it just has to do with how they color the faces and the way the faces are unemotional. It's crazy how fast Rogue Company fell off. I completely forgot about OT. Wait, what's OT? What's OT? Shit. I don't know what that is. Oh, I forgot about it. Okay. I mean, First Descendant, there are people still playing it. And people enjoying it from what I can tell. It's just, right now, just... When it comes to looter shooters, I'm still Warframe. I'm still on Warframe. Especially with what they just gave us with the new quest line. Holy fucking shit. We finally got a definitive answer to what the Stalker is. Not only that, we got an evolution to what Warframes are. It's full release now. It's more of a grind than Warframe in terms of getting items, but you can get everything in the game, including ultimate characters, but you also have the option of buying, being a Korean game. The MTXs are a bit aggressive. I see. Yes, the Stalker, baby. I love the Stalker. Yeah, no, the Stalker is awesome. The fact that we got so much lore from this quest line, I am so happy with. Like, you have no fucking idea. I was so stoked about that quest. Ow, I died. I'm waiting on that Warframe 1999 thing. Yes. Warframe with an AK-47. We'll have to wait and see what they give us, because I know they're still working on that, and it'll be kind of interesting what it's going to be like, because we're going to actually get some more story about what Earth was like before everything, before the discovery of the first Void portal. Oh, there's Bach.
Not ready to make... Master, I was the urge. I know it.
Okay, Bach. You're a good man, Bach, but...
Oh.
Is Warframe 1999 being made into an actual game? I just thought it was a mission from the previous story. I thought they were making it into an actual game. I could be wrong. I mean, it might just be a quest, which I'm okay with the whole quest thing. But the quest that we got that was supposed to lead into it definitely is not the Warframe 1999 quest. At least I don't think it is. They should make the AK a unlockable weapon. I think they have it as a skin, don't they? I feel like it would be a good skin for the Soma. Like, the Soma already looks like a gilded AK-47, in my opinion. With a really big fucking clip. Or mag. But, yeah, it does essentially, in my opinion, kind of look like a gilded AK-47. Oh, God. Listen here, you. I'm sick and tired of you trying to kill me. So I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to walk away now, alright? Oh, no. Need to pull this. Pull the lever, crunk. I also sad, you know, that I can't wait until August 20th for Black Myth. Do you think Black Myth is going to over... No, I do not think Black Myth is overhyped. Well, I can't say one way or another. I hope it's not overhyped. I am hoping that it does well, because it'll be, one, a game that we've gotten that is Eastern inspired, that isn't fucking Japan, but it's also a game that's based around Sun Wukong, that isn't fucking Dragon Ball Z, and something that is more traditional to Sun Wukong's story, and I love that. That is the game that I want. I am trying to save up for, and that is the only game that I really want to get for this year is Black Myth. Like, I will play the fuck out of that game. There will be a day dedicated to that game on my stream. I don't know what day yet, but there will be a day dedicated to that. Just a day? Oh no, when I first get the game, there'll be a week. I might just play that game for a while first, because Black Myth is... I've been waiting for a Sun Wukong game for a long time now. I have been. But sadly, every single Eastern-inspired game that we've been getting for the past, 5 years has been fucking Japan. So I'm happy about this. Where is Black Myth set in? Black Myth is essentially set in, the East, Asia. It's supposed to technically be all of Asia, because Sun Wukong story and lore spans throughout both Southern Asia as well as Northern Asia. And, of course, to the west, towards India. Why? Because the journey to the west was actually meant to be the journey to where Buddhism originated, which was the land of Siddhartha, which was in India. I see people calling for AC Shadows to be banned, but also governments are getting involved for misrepresenting history. They've been doing a lot of things wrong, from what I've seen, when it comes to the publicity and how they're portraying the story, and the disrespect that is kind of going around involving all of that's going on. I understand, and it's also one of the reasons why I kind of stayed away from talking about or dealing with Assassin's Creed Shadows. The only gripe that I have with Assassin's Creed Shadows is it's another game about Japan, and I'm just sick and tired of games about Japan. Yes, but when you add in actual historical figures that are part of a very controversial part of history, there is a tedium that needs to be acknowledged. It is a very important part of that history that isn't really well represented, specifically in that game. And that is a problem. Because it'll misconstrue a lot of parts of history that will be sensationalized in a video game, which doesn't need to be sensationalized. Aspects that I kind of don't want to talk about because they lean into a political realm, and I don't like talking about political shit. Because, you know, people are giant buttholes when it comes to political stuff. Okay. Someone killed us up here, I believe. Yeah, they put in R&B music in the fight scenes, and Oh, hell no. That is just... Yeah, like I said, they've been going around about it a lot of the wrong ways and in a lot of disrespectful, disregarding ways, which once again is not only harmful to the history, it's an entire misrepresentation and misinformation, especially when you bring in history to it. If you don't want that particular connotation, don't use history. Let's see, right now I'm realizing how easy the Deathrite birds in Mogwin's palace are to farm. Are you talking about the rot birds? Because those aren't Deathrite birds. Those crows, they're interesting aspects, but they are essentially mutations of blood and rot. And they are fucking terrifying. Okay. And I forgot this chest. There's nothing in it. Why? Because it probably already got what was in that chest. Alright. That is why I'm sitting on the cliff with a bow. Oh, I totally get it. I played the second video I sent you in Discord. So I don't have a scene for playing videos on stream at the moment. I still have to work on setting that up because I kind of changed a whole bunch of things. I apologize. I will check it out when I'm done with stream though, for sure. Just to get a better idea of exactly what's going on. I'm guessing that's what you sent me. I do need to have a scene set up for that, though. That's for sure. No, they can't, because they can't hear what's on the desktop. They can hear what's going through the capture card. That's all that they can hear, and the mic. That's what's going through on my OBS right now. Yeah. Because I'm using different sound settings so that it makes it easier for me to edit the content for highlights and the like. Because I've been, working a lot on trying to get my YouTube monetized. One of my biggest goals. Oh god. Alright, I could. One second. There we are. Oh, go away. First video is the Bloodborne one. I'll watch that after stream, mainly because I kind of want to get back into the game. But I will watch this one because you did request it, so let's check this out.
Keep walking.
Protector turned persecutor. Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand. wash away his failure with your...
Alright. No, I checked it out. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So, cryptic distortion. Question. Because this is the best way for me to describe what that entire scene and what that music for that scene feels like to me. Have you ever watched a show called The Boys? Yes. Okay. Have you watched season 3 and season 4? Or at least are you caught up? Not seen the latest season yet. Okay, so you've at least seen up to like 3 then. So, you remember when, there were... You remember when they showed A-Train his theme song when he was doing his comeback thing? That's what that felt like. That's the awkwardness and just straight up like what the fuckness that felt like. Because that was just not okay. Yasuke was an important and actual and interesting part of that particular period, essentially of the era that was almost a transition of the Tokugawa period. There's a reason why there's a statue of him that's revered. But, like, come on, honestly, Ubisoft. That is bullshit. From that. Honestly, I cannot believe that's what they did with that. Let's see. Can we? No, we cannot, because that's not the path we need to take. What we can do is shun them and not buy their game and let them realize that they made a bad decision. Cool, I want $1 million. You don't see me getting that now, do you? But I am farming you for your comments, because it all adds to my analytics and helps me as a full-time content creator. Just send them to exile, right? Or something like that. Okay, how am I gonna kill this fucker? Like this. Maybe not. Gonna try, but I'm gonna fall off, aren't I? I'm gonna fall off. Shit! No! No! Ow. That fucking hurt. Ow. I will not go quietly into the night. There you go. Die. And I have survived. Aha. Cool story, bro. Alright, shit! There you are! Ow! Ow! Fucking 3 hits of lightning! And death! Fuck you. Take that. And more fire! There you go. Yeah, but when it comes down to it, Divine, the only way you'll ever make any form of impact to like the CEOs and the corporations is you gotta hurt their bottom dollar. If you stop buying their products and you stop making them rich, they'll start fucking panicking. And hello, welcome to my TikTok outreach. I'm Asian Fudge Gamer. If you do want to join in on the fun and actually have your comments be seen, other than your small inane comments like hi and what's up and asking me what I'm playing, we're live on Twitch at Asian Fudge Gamer. Link is in my bio because I have a pretty strict comment filter here on TikTok because, you know, who the fuck wants to give trolls any attention? But I do farm them for their comments and attempted comments because a view, a comment, attempted comment, it all adds to my analytics. It's not Big Pharma, it's Big Ubisoft, right? But ultimately, when it comes down to it, all of the corporations, Big Pharma, whatever, the only way you're ever gonna hurt them is you hurt their wallet. And how do you hurt their wallet? Well, what's their source of money? Us. We stop buying their shit and stop making them rich, they'll start crying about it. I don't think my last message got through. Okay. Yeah, Twitch could be kind of dumb sometimes. I do have some things there. See, another thing I don't like is how slow the combat was in the video, but I think the only reason was they put the music in, and I'm sorry to say this. Yeah, no, that is true. That's one of the fucking reasons why that's messed up, because if you wanted to put in music that stayed true to the character's origins, you should have chosen music that actually came from that particular character's origins. Not the romanticized, overly used, popularized music of today that has nothing to do with the struggle that Yasuke actually faced. I love how I can write essays and stories perfectly, but I can't type casually for shit. Are you using a touchscreen? Because that could be it. Because, you know, touchscreens and autocorrect, they are the enemy of humanity. They're not there to help us. Ow! Oh shit, that fucking hurt. Using your phone? Yep, there you go. Telling you, touchscreens are there just to fuck with us. Touchscreens and autocorrect. Well, I got bushwhackled, if that's the right term. Got fucked. Got my ass handed to me. That hurt. I have big ass thumbs, so that doesn't help. Trust me, I'm right there with you. I know what you mean. I got big thumbs and hot hands. You know, they're really warm, and because all touchscreens are based off of thermal technology in the way that they work, or the way that they read movement, that doesn't help me at all. That fucks with me when I use my phone. Sure, I'm not cold. Where I live, it's so goddamn hot. Oof. My long hair isn't helping either. Oh yeah, no, I cannot wait to get rid of my long hair. I'm trying to find a place where I can donate it, so that I can actually finally donate it, because that's what that's the only reason why I've been growing my hair out. But the only place around me that's close that I have found so far does donations to Locks for Love, and I'm not willing to work with Locks for Love because they do their shit for profit, and that's bullshit. I'm looking for, Wigs for Kids or something like that that's completely non-profit. So hopefully I should be able to find it. See, I grow my hair out all the time, but I think I'll stop. It's getting annoying. I totally get it. I totally get it. There's a point where it just becomes cumbersome. Especially depending on where you live, too. Especially, like, if you live in a hot environment, having long hair becomes kind of more of an annoyance than anything else. It's annoying to maintain. You gotta do a lot of things. I've been doing it since I was a toddler. Well, there's nothing ever wrong with going for a change if that's something that you want to do. Just remember, anytime you change, it's gotta be for you, not for anybody else, because it's your life. The only change that matters is the one that you make for yourself. Even if it's a small thing as deciding to change how you do your hair. Death. I bring ye death. I'm trying to live. Alright, I hear a page. So whenever you hear music, there's always a source of that music. Oh. Or hell, maybe it's just hide it in a bun, man. I mean, that's also an option. That's also an option. I should have put my hair up because it was hot. I mean, it was cold earlier, but playing Elden Ring heats up my computer, so that's something I have to consider. I don't need another one. I already have one, but whatever, I guess. Fuck it. Currently playing a little bit of Elden Ring for my late night stream here on Twitch. I'm Asian Fudge Gamer. If you want to join us, we're live there. Link is in my bio. Alright. Those fucking rapid fire crossbow bolts are bullshit. Ow! Fuck you. God damn it. Well, when it comes down to it, if a game is worth it to you, is something that you're going to have to determine yourself based off of what you enjoy in gaming. Not about who or how many people are playing it. Not about if it's popular. Not about if it's critically acclaimed. All that matters in gaming is, are you having fun? So, my recommendation, if you don't know if Elden Ring is worth it yet, check out more gameplay. See whether or not the gameplay is something that you will enjoy doing. If it's not, move on. Thank God I have a pool and a boat. I mean, we thankfully have a lake that's close by. That's fucking awesome and beautiful. I actually have pictures of it on my TikTok and in my Discord and such. Actually, I also have it on my Instagram. But we recently went to a lake, and we took my dog Mocha to that lake, who's we took both of our dogs, Mocha and Echo. Mocha is my youngest dog, and she's always been afraid of the water. But the thing is, I never tried getting in the water with her to try and encourage her to come in. She's always just been so terrified, I decided, you know what, we're not going to try and push that. Well, my wife and I and our friends decided, let's try something. We put her in a life vest, and she was definitely a lot more confident. She watched Echo play in the water, who loves the water, and she started feeling a little bit more confident, and I decided, you know what, let me try this. I went into the water, and all of a sudden, I turn around, and she's already swimming towards me, and then she swims in a circle, and then goes back to shore. And she's just having the time of her fucking life. Which was just great to see. I live in the country, so a boat don't really do shit. Ah. I will say, me personally, though, I'm not a big fan of being out on a boat. I do love fishing, though. Nah, that's just your primitive mind being incapable of seeing an individual because you're primitive, and I can't really help you there. It just shows who you are as a person, and speaks volumes to you. But thank you for knowing and letting me know that you are trash, so I can toss you away like many people in your life have done. I'm sure you're used to that because, well, trash gets tossed away most constantly, right? And just remember, it's the reason why your mother doesn't love you, and every time you look in the mirror, they say you have to ask yourself why nobody likes you. Here's the answer. I love fishing. Ooh, yes. Fishing is just one of my favorite pastimes. Ooh, God, I survived that. I thought that was me dying, but it was actually the enemy dying. Alright, now we gotta get the elevator and go down there and do this all over again. And forward. And die. And jump. And die. Oh shit, wait, is he in there? He's right there. Fuck! Hi. Bye. And die! Yes. Oh yeah, you know. When it comes down to it, it's one of my brand things. Always disrespect your trolls. Because content creators need to have the confidence, and that's one of the things that I try to portray, is always have the confidence to be yourself, no matter what any trolls has to say. And use them for your analytics. Use their comments, their views, and everything, because it all adds to your analytics. And then toss them away, because you've already used them for the only thing that they're good for. Because if they're willing to stand by and treat you like trash, why shouldn't you do the same? Oh, that's one of the things that are in my merch store as my merchandise, which is an always disrespect your trolls water bottle. Toss them away like their friends did, right? And their friends probably toss them away because they act like trash. If they didn't, they probably have friends. Got you, finally, fucker. Oh shit, there's another perfumer. Alright. Now we're going to survive. We're gonna live on. We don't want to die. But I also do want to grab all the treasure. Yes, shiny treasure. Die. Okay. Your standing up slowly is going to be your downfall. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Bosca. How are you? Oh shit, ouch. That hurt, but I didn't die. In fact, I survived. I'm doing well, though. I hope you're doing well. Let's see, what do you think about Red Dead Redemption 2? Absolutely love the game, love the story, think it's fucking awesome, but I hate the studio that created the game, and I don't really like playing it online unless, of course, I'm playing with either my wife, really just my wife. But the story of the game is fucking awesome. I absolutely love it. I just don't like Rockstar, because Rockstar is run by a bunch of out-of-touch, likes to touch too many people, rich fucker. Let's see, I just recently finished it after 2 years of owning it. Yeah. Rockstar is just so out of touch. Their CEO is a giant douchebag. Giant, dirty douchebag. There you are. Oh god! That's what's going to hurt. Okay. Oh god, 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 oh god. Why are you not dead yet? I'm just letting you beat up on my mimic here because I'm trying to kill you. I'm not trying to do this with skill, I'm trying to do this fast, even though I have no skill. Hey, we killed him. You're good. I'm no good with these games. I love watching them, but I'll stick to Tetris. Hey, I totally get it. It's all good. As, you know, as long as you enjoy something. That's all that matters, right? You don't have to be good at the games that other people are good at. Gaming isn't some dick measuring contest. It's kind of weird people do it that way sometimes, unless of course you're doing competitive gaming, which that's a whole nother thing, but unless of course you're actually in competitive gaming, as in you're getting paid with sponsors, the only thing that you're better at is enjoying the game than other people. Cool story, bro, is how I feel about that kind of stuff. See, there are only two game studios I hate with everything. Activision and Rockstar. I'm right there with you. I'm going to add another one to there, even though, I mean, Activision is technically part of Activision, but Blizzard. Because I have a personal dog in that particular fight, because I had a friend who was abused in that company, and was one of the people that Bobby fucking Kotick decided to just, you know, wipe away with all of his fucking money, because he could. Treyarch, though, amazing games. Aha! Found what I was looking for, finally. I mean, they recovered. They're in a better job and in a better place. It just sucks because they essentially had a lawsuit. They had everything going and they had everything set. They had everybody supporting them with this. But, you know, money rules all when it comes to the American court system. Either way, I digress. It is time for me to end my stream. I do apologize, but I appreciate all of you for being here and for hanging out and for being part of today's stream. Y'all are fucking amazing. Y'all here on TikTok, though, stay right where you are because we are going to send a raid off to somebody. Y'all here on TikTok, sorry, y'all here on Twitch, stay right where you are. I'll send a raid off to somebody. Y'all here on TikTok, I'll see you later. Peace out. You just joined? Aw. Oh no, 1 second. Sorry, Divine, the first name of that particular individual is banned because of stuff. I apologize. I didn't mean for that to happen. Automod got you. It's just due to... It's one of the things I have because of the trolls. Because I'm off of TikTok. It's because of the name Bobby. It's actually a flagged word because of Bobby Lee. I apologize. You were not supposed to be banned. That was just Automod being an Automod. Alrighty then, everybody. We are going to raid Shaz, whom was actually one of the first partnered streamers to ever raid me and support me in a way. So please do show them the same amount of love that y'all have shown me, and I will see everybody again later, alright? Thank you so much, and I appreciate y'all. And of course, we'll be live later on today for a bunch of Goofs Livecast podcasts here on Twitch at around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you then. Bye.